listen, never in my life associated the word boring with baseball.
We know what's up.
Me? Yeah. Famous? Yeah.
And I'm like giddy over there smiling like, we're about to win this shit.
Did everyone give you crap? Give me a good host story.
I'm not picking it up.
We both love the game.
We talk about it every day.
Getting on baseball.
Having some popcorn, you're fooling around your phone.
I'd have to wait in line for 3 hours.
Hang on, because it's about to be a wild ride.
Guess who I'd rather be talking to right now? Guess who I'd rather be talking to? Who? Nobody! Nobody.
Bradford, you're the best.
Nobody.
Dude, you got this nice mic. You finally got off your wallet and bought a good mic.
Listen, I wasn't going to spend it all to hiring you in baseball's boring. I went with the mics instead.
Oh my God.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, dude.
Yeah.
Always good to see you.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've already gone through. You were already on MLB Network rehashing your Japanese trip, walking off the plane. I was just telling you.
Dude, I slept on the Tempur-Pedic low back pillow.
They gave you the pillow. Remember this? They tell you what to do.
Yeah.
They tell you don't drink, don't drink.
Don't drink or sleep on the back support pillow, which I did. I wasn't listening to the pillow instructions.
It wasn't these, without naming names, it wasn't the person who told you to do all this stuff sitting there with a glass of wine sleeping. Yes. And anyway, you walk off the plane and
well, remember Russell? I got Russell
the massage
to work on me for like 5 hours.
Oh, yeah.
I might have made it worse because he's so strong. Russell's so strong. He was so deep into my neck. I was like, I can't move.
Listen,
went all the way to Tokyo to get in traction for like 5 days.
I know. Good times. But so I wanted to ask you this question, off of your experience when you were a hitting coach for a couple months.
Yeah.
How did that make you change the way that you viewed baseball?
Well, the prep for the games changed a lot. You know what I mean? The prep's changed. I think the pitch shaping's changed, and I just think there's more boxes to check, no doubt about it. So it's different that way, but it's still the same game as far as between the white lines. I really believe you still as a hitter, I think you gotta work to keep it more simple. I think as a hitter nowadays,
that's hard because you got a ton of information.
Right, but nowadays you got to be able to filter through that information, lock it in, and say, okay, this is the information I want. This guy throws. I think a lot of guys want to know what's this guy going to throw me to get ahead, and what's he going to wipe me out with. When that lefty reliever comes in to face me in the seventh, where's he going first pitch? What's his wipeout pitch? I mean, there's so much information. You really got to dumb it down to make sure that it fits your needs.
By the way, I had David Ortiz on the other day.
How's he doing?
It's good.
Is his favorite movie still Anaconda?
Oh my goodness. Oh my god. All right.
You got to see if you can post that for your fans next to this video.
Yeah. So real quick, I love telling the story. So when I started doing the
Dude, you started this in 2008 when no one was doing it.
I know, no one was doing this. I think about this contraption I have now compared to what I had. I had a video camera. I was like, so I basically, at WEI.com, I go from the Boston Herald to WEI.com, and they say, you can do anything you want.
Yeah.
I said, well, okay, first thing I want to do, I know this. I want to do a video series with Sean Casey, right? The mayor's office. And so we got a video camera. You were very nice. You were playing at the time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, remember right after the game, you're like, all right, Casey, here you go.
Here's
Bradford, we got a double header today.
Here's a video camera. And so our thing was asking everybody their top 5 thing. We do a top 5 list, right?
Yeah.
There was 2 that jumps out. There was the Ortiz one, which is top 5 movies.
And Kevin Cash.
Kevin Cash.
Was that top 5 cars or top 5 spread killers?
It didn't matter because I'll get the Cash in a second.
Do you still have those?
Oh yeah.
Can you get those?
Oh yeah. Can we put them on MLB Network?
Yeah.
All right. Can we do this? Let's go. But Ortiz was everything from. He said, analyze this, and he thought he said, analyze this. Anaconda,
right.
And then number one, the Pig Panther.
The Pig Panther. Big Pop, he had top 5 worst movies.
Top 5 worst.
I was like, bro, what are you doing? Are you not going to the movie theater? Like, these are some of the worst movies ever. Like, get top 5.
Top 5.
Somebody's not helping you. You go in subtitles.
And he goes the Pink Panther and just walks off.
Walks off. He's like it was a mic drop. He's like, oh yeah, number 1, the Pink Panther.
So and then you had Kevin Cash, where it was after a doubleheader. It was
I remember that, dude.
There was a walk-off game 1, and we're like, and everyone's celebrating, everyone's running around. You're like, I gotta get my prize. I have to have Kevin Cash's top 5 cars. You're like top 5 cars.
One was a Suburban. I remember that. Bronco. OJ Bronco.
But you were ahead of the curve in so many ways, and you continue to be ahead of the curve, right? So, but so to come back to like what you were as a hitter, right?
Right.
You were ahead of the curve.
Right.
So when you said as a hitter, you said, when I get up there, oh, I know what I was going to say. Ortiz was, he said, hey, I said, David, congratulations, you're in the Hall of Fame. But you would have had your stats would have been so much better if there was no shift and there was if there was the 3 batter minimum for the relievers. Same thing with you.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the same thing with you.
Yeah.
You may have been in the Hall of Fame if you had today's rules.
No. I mean, I had a great career. I'm in the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame, which is great for me.
Yeah.
But Big Papi was a different animal.
All right. But still, my point is, no shift.
Yeah.
Right? And did they shift you at all?
No, I didn't get shifted because I was a line-to-line guy.
Scratch that. Shift.
Yeah, get to know me, Bradford. What?
I don't know. All I have is a memory of you walking off a plane. So,
do you remember that one time Jack McCormick had me? I forgot my passport in Toronto.
Well, that was you?
Yeah. And then we came off the plane. I go, Jack, I lost my passport. He goes, oh, no problem. I get off the plane in Boston, and the cops are waiting for me. They take me off the plane, put me in cuffs, put me in the back of the car, arrest me.
What?
It turns out they're Jack's buddies.
Oh, you did it?
I'm walking by. Beartech's like, I'm like, forgot my passport.
Wait, this was coming back from
Toronto?
Toronto?
Coming back from Toronto. I go, forgot my passport.
Because I was going to say, I remember another time I was on the plane and Mookie forgot he was really young, but going up to Toronto.
Oh, okay.
So there was no kidding around there.
There was no joke.
No, there was no joke. But anyway, so scratch that about the shift.
Yeah.
You got to, that's not, but the 3 batter minimum,
yeah,
when they're bringing in lefty relievers, say, hey, listen, there's only one way we can get this guy Sean Casey out.
Right.
And this is to bring in
Steve Klein or
Steve
Ray
Klein.
King.
Yeah, yes, exactly. But the point is like you would have dominated.
Well, it would have definitely been. It would have, definitely been a different kind of matchup. If that's with the different rules. But yeah, you're right. I like the rules though. I think they're good.
Yeah. To go back to the hitting, when you get up, when you were the hitting coach for the Yankees, or you're now, by the way, you never look better.
Right.
You're in the Pirates. Like, what was your jacket size for the Reds Hall of Fame?
What was my jacket?
Jacket size. You got a red jacket.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. 46 long. Was that right?
Right. So yeah.
It's not now. It's like 45, 44 regular.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
it's like you're like slim fit, like European cut.
I did have to get my jacket redone. That's true.
Yeah, I know. I could tell. So anyway, but when you get up, when you say to these kids, say, hey, listen, you get up there, this is what you should be thinking. This is like, I know there's a million voices in your head.
Yeah.
What should you be
I think the biggest thing, Bradford, is I think all of us in life and also in baseball, you're always training one of two things. You're always training discipline or distraction. In this game, you have to find a process that works for you and be disciplined to it. Because if not, the distraction of the fans, of the coaches, of the analytics, of the game, of the failure becomes too great in this game. You have to be able to have a process that's so tight. Like when I was up there, I was thinking, see the ball be easy, hammer it, were the three things I would say to myself on deck. But when I got in the box, I was hunting the fastball, look middle way, react in, and then, yes, I'm swinging till my eyes tell me no, but I'm on the ball. Ball. I'm thinking ball. So you got to really simplify your approach in the big leagues. You don't have time. In 0.4 seconds, a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, that's you blink in 0.4. You have to decide, is it a fastball, is it a curveball? Is it up, is it down? Am I swinging, am I not swinging? Is it a ball, is it a strike, is it a curveball, is it a slider? There's no time, dude. So you have to get great at disciplining your thoughts time and time again. Pitch after pitch after pitch, pitch after pitch adjustments to be one of the best hitters up here.
ready to run through a wall. Let's go.
That's the truth, though.
I
man.
know.
That's the truth,
But
man.
that's-
If you want to play up here, this is where the Sharks are,
Yeah.
man. These are the 1%ers. You're facing 95 to 100 every single night. And now the pitch shaping's so different. Cutters, sinkers, big curveballs, 12-6. They know spin rate. They're sweepers. You better be dialed in know exactly who you are and be able to repeat it time and time again. And failure has to become your best friend. Failure's information. Failure's feedback. It's that win or learn mentality. I say whoever fails the best up here wins. If you can't handle failure, if you can't embrace it, you're gonna get eaten up out
When
here.
you give, because I get a feeling that you've told variations of that
Yeah.
to these guys, right? Do you think that they, like, I'm accepting it because I know your greatness and I
Right.
know, do you get the sense that they're like understanding this?
Well, if you don't understand it here, you'll understand it when your career's over.
Yeah.
You're gonna understand it at You're gonna understand it at some point.
Yeah.
Seriously, I think it's that big a deal.
Last thing is I was talking to a couple guys, talking to Tommy Pham, I was talking to Walker Buehler
Yeah.
about winning, about
Oh,
wanting to be on the
Yeah.
biggest stage, wanting not to shy away from that moment. Tommy obviously had this big moment in the World Series.
I say wherever Tommy Pham goes, they win.
That's
It's incredible.
That's,
I'm like, oh, Tommy Pham's in the Pirates, they have a shot.
that's what I asked.
Seriously.
That's why I asked him. I
Yeah.
said, listen, I mean, do you think they value in winning? And that's what I asked him. And then obviously Walker Buehler, like, give me the ball, I'm going to go
Yeah.
get the last 3 outs. Who was the guy that you played with that you knew when when you put him on the biggest stage or the biggest moment that he was going to get
A
it
guy
done?
that I played with, David Ortiz.
Okay.
David
Oh,
Ortiz.
right, yeah.
No, I mean, seriously, when I play with Big Bobby, like, now that's a guy that thrives.
I've never seen a better clutch hitter. in
I
my
mean, it's
life.
incredible.
Yeah.
It was absolutely incredible how good he was, man. He was absolutely
But he was
phenomenal.
good, but he's also, if in the biggest moment,
Bro,
it's
he
not a
became
cliche.
he became a superhero.
Well, it's weird. Like
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Like, the way he shined in the biggest moments against the best pitching
Yeah.
was incredible. So I'd say David was probably one of the best I've ever played with. Pedroia was right there too.
Yeah, yeah. Don't let.
I love Petey.
Earmuffs.
Don't tell Petey.
No.
I hope he doesn't
no,
see this.
No.
Petey, don't,
no.
these are not for your eyes or your ears. pal.
No. He doesn't know how to turn on a computer, so yeah, or a phone. But it's the point well taken, like you
Yeah.
said. Like this comes back sort of like, I don't want to say us old men yelling at clouds, but this isn't. What's important? You can go through all this. I brought up Nathan Eovaldi the other day. Another one. When he's supposed to.
I heard he's an animal.
Right.
There was someone who told me that the other day. Who was I? I had someone on my podcast, the mayor's office, shameless plug.
Oh yeah.
But
that's right. Well, ours is
Who
called
did I-
City Hall. I can.
City Hall. Wait, who? I had someone on the other day that told me Eovaldi was like one of the baddest dudes.
Yeah,
He
and
was
so
just
I was
so
talking to
tough.
Garrett.
Matt Krause.
Okay.
Matt Krause, who was the strength coach for Cincinnati and New York.
Yeah.
He told me that Eovaldi was one of the strongest, mentally tough guys he's ever
So I was
been.
talking to Whitlock about this. This is what made me want to talk to Tommy and Walker, which was I said, listen, like what's the secret sauce for Eovaldi dominating the postseason? He's like, there is a secret sauce because every time we did something, it was, I am competing to do it the best. We would sit in the steam room. Who is going to be the last one? I am pulling the sled. This is like going to be the absolute best.
Right.
So when I get there, it's like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'm just like, all I'm going to do is the absolute best.
Right.
Right. So
Throw
that
with
was you.
Conviction. Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved being up with the game on the line. You know, when I look back at my career, just because I was like, if you don't want to be up with the game on the line, you shouldn't be playing this sport.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be playing.
What was your biggest hit?
Well, I had a couple home runs in the World Series, which is pretty cool. I hit 529 in the World Series. I'm throwing stats out there, but yeah, in the 2006 World Series, I hit 529 with 2 bombs. You know, drove in like 5 runs. Like, I think that stage made me realize, you know what?
So you're the
ready
perfect
for that
person to
stage.
talk about that.
Yeah.
Did you feel it at that time?
You know what? You feel the energy so different in the World Series that because I was such a veteran at the time. It was my 9th year in the big leagues, 10th year. I was able to slow the game down. I was able to really live in the moment. I think that's why Big Papi was so good. He was able to slow things down. Everything, that ball slowed down. Everything slowed down for him.
All right, your podcast.
Yeah.
I want to let you give a plug. Your
Well,
brand has never been hotter.
Tune into the Mayor's Office podcast.
Yeah.
We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your pods.
You've
But
been doing
check
it
it. We're right here with Baseball's Boring Isn't Boring.
Yeah, thank you. Isn't. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it.